Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I have another set of cards featuring the Santa Lane Christmas Kit by Spellbinders. There's a large variety of products in this kit, and of course they're designed to work together. Today's cards will be focusing on the dies. We'll be putting together the full Santa and the accessories to create cute little scenes. And I'll be incorporating some of the other products included in the kit, so let's get started. When I'm about to do lots of die cutting and I'm working with small dies, I like to use a mini die cutter. My manual mini die cutter that I've had for years finally gave up the ghost on me. I think it was tired from all the work I was putting it through. I decided to go with this electric die cutter, the Gemini Go, and honestly, I am so happy with it. And there's lots of die cutting to be done. This compact die cutter makes a short job of it. I'm die cutting 2 of each of the die sets. All of the die cuts are sorted into the different elements as I do my die cutting. Some of the die cuts are small, and somehow they always manage to disappear on me. I'm hoping that this long tray with a little bit of a lip around it will help me keep track of everything. I'm keeping my color scheme pretty simple. I'll be working with gold and red glitter cardstock, gold foil cardstock, and red, white, black, and a touch of orange cardstock. There are a number of accessories that can be created: a snowman, sled, some rope, a bell, gifts, and Santa's gift bag. All of these die cut sets go together very easily. I'm going to focus on the full Santa because there's quite a number of die cuts that go together to create him. But before we jump into that, I just wanted to show you how I deal with those little itty bitty die cuts like the snowman's eyes and buttons. I glue on a little piece of cardstock to cover up those die cut openings where those little die cuts are going to go. As I place each die cut, I first dip it in a little bit of glue and then inset it. And now the full Santa. I tackled it by working on one section at a time, starting with his head, coloring the opening of his mouth and his little eyes with a black Copic marker. E21 is used to add some color to his face and nose. At the bottom of the face, there's like a hill shape, and at the top of the hill, I'm going to add a dot of glue and adhere the mouth opening. The mustache is attached by centering it with the space that is between the eyes and right below it. And then the little oval nose is attached right in the middle on the upper section of the mustache. Santa's face is going to be adhered on top of the beard. A dot of glue is added just above the eyes and his bushy eyebrows are popped on. Next, I'm going to adhere a little rectangular piece of cardstock behind the die cut openings for the eyes. I dot a little bit of glue on my paper, pick up the eye die cut, dip it in the glue, and then pop it into place. The main die cut for Santa's glittery hat is going to be adhered to the crown of Santa's forehead. Next, I'll adhere this crescent shape that will form the trim of the hat. To adhere the pom-pom, glue is applied to the back of Santa's hat at the tip, and then it is placed on top of the pom-pom. There are 3 die cuts for the boots. There are 2 sizes of cuffs, one for the sleeves and one for the boots. Choose the larger ones to adhere to the top of the boots. To finish off the boots, there are these very thin die cuts. These are the soles of the boots. I wanted mine to be in gold glitter because why not? Now for the trim of Santa's coat. On both sides of the coat die cut, you can see that there's a little bump out on either side where the trim is going to be matched to. Right hand side of the die cut is lined up with it, and then it's just simply pressed into place. And the same with the smaller die cut that completes the trim at the bottom of the coat. It's lined up with that little area that bumps out and then popped into place. Santa has a little bit of a waist, and that's where I adhere the belt. And then on goes the gold glitter buckle. Santa's straight arm is going to be adhered to the right hand side of the coat, and I place it just slightly higher than the top of it. Because Santa is at an angle, the arm that is bent is going to be adhered to the underside of the coat at the shoulder. Smaller set of cuffs are adhered to the sleeves. There are two styles of mittens. One is a clasping hand and the other a full mitten. I'm going to use the full mitten on both arms. Glue is dotted at the bottom of Santa's legs and the boots are set on top. And all that's left to do is to put on Santa's head, and he is attached to the coat by the beard. Most of the time for these cards is spent assembling the die cuts, and now that that's done, the rest of the cards come together very quickly. I've chosen 3 designs from the Santa Lane paper pad. I've die cut the patterned paper, gold foil cardstock, and black foam using the largest die from Essential Ovals. This set also comes with a dot detail die, and I've die cut just the patterned paper with that one. After the gold foil oval is adhered to the foam, then I adhere the patterned paper, and I just love the pretty gold shine that comes through that dot detail around the perimeter. The foam backed oval is adhered to the card bases that are included in the kit. For this first card, I'm going to be combining the snowman gifts and Santa's bag together with some die cut shapes and chipboard shapes included in the kit. The tree is adhered directly to the oval. All the other elements will be popped up with foam squares. The sentiment from the die cut sentiments included in the kit has been popped up on foam. I just love this sentiment. It is so cute. Merry everything and a happy always. For this second card, Santa's going to be pulling the sled, and so I attach the gold rope to his hand. Santa and the cute sled are going to be popped up with foam. I add in a little dotted glue and attach the other end of the rope to the sled. Santa's sack is adhered directly to the panel sitting inside the sled. This time I'm using a banner sentiment from the die cut sentiments and have popped it up with foam squares. I also use a foam square to attach Santa's bell. Love the red foam sticker alphabet set in the kit. It is so glittery and pretty and a perfect match for Santa's outfit. And then right above it goes the foam back sentiment banner. For the final card, there was a sentiment in the sentiment die cuts that had some edging that matched the pattern paper that I used for the oval. Of course, I had to use it, but needed it to stand out a bit from the background, so I mounted it on black sheet foam. Didn't adhere it quite yet. First, I foam mounted the sled and the Santa. After adhering the sentiment, the sled was filled with presents. Santa was given a candy cane to hold, and a piece of the die-cut rope was attached to Santa's hand and the sled. And that completes the third card. Well, just about. All 3 cards were finished off with the beautiful gold sequins that are included in the kit. To give them a jewel-like appearance, they were topped off with Nouveau Crystal Drops Morning Dew. And that completes these 3 cards featuring the wonderful dies that are included in the Santa Lane Christmas card making kit. This kit is really fabulous. It has so many wonderful products, and I love that they all work together. You just can't go wrong. I hope you enjoyed the 3 videos focusing on different aspects of the Santa Lane kit. Thanks so much for joining me, and as always, I appreciate your visit.